Hello, light people. Social media, a promise of connectivity and change of ideas, became a parallel fake world where illusions of a perfect life makes us think that the grass is really greener next door. As a tool that was made for connecting people, we've never been more disconnected to ourselves, to our lives, and to the people around us. Instead of feeling less alone, we've never felt more lonely. Instead of enjoying the present moment, we are constantly looking out for interesting things to post in order to get external validation. With the constant use of social media in our phones, humans started to confuse even more attention with love. The more attention we get, the more likes and good comments, the more we feel we are loved. But attention is not love. The feeling of belonging is also a determinant in the use of social media. We still have a tribe mentality because in early years, if we didn't conform into society, we would be removed from the group which helped us survive. Another detrimental characteristic of social media is the comparison game. We have never compared ourselves more, and that only leads to suffering. Comparison is one of the most negative patterns we can have. It reinforces the feeling that we are not enough. There's also the FOMO, the famous fear of missing out. Honestly, it doesn't matter that much. We can always connect to the real people we have in our lives in other ways. I'm not saying that social media is all bad. No. There is a lot of good stuff in it. That's why I intend to check it out every once in a while. However, I want to be able to choose what enters my brain and my emotional body. I want to be sovereign in my life. And being away from social media helps a lot with that. So I decided to get myself into an experiment. 60 days without social media. I didn't consider myself an addicted person to social media. But this experiment made me perceive things differently. I was constantly checking my phone, constantly posting something, constantly scrolling. Sometimes my daily usage of social media was up to 3 hours. Why was I allowing myself to waste this amount of time a day? I realized it was consuming too much of my time and getting my mind into a foggy state. Lack of concentration and clarity were just scratching the surface on what I was dealing with. I was tired of constantly being on my phone and consuming more content than my brain was able to process. Anxiety and insomnia were some of the negative patterns that it has brought to my life. A change was needed. I did not want to be an user of social media like a drug user. To strengthen my willpower, I had to understand what I would like to spend my time doing more of. What I want to do more of is meditation, reading, cooking, exercising, spending more time in nature, making more art. The first days were the hardest ones. I won't lie to you. I would wake up, get my phone, and the app was not there. My brain was expecting the same amount of information to process, and it was getting confused. My mind was definitely addicted to stimuli. I felt bored. Eating without my phone was difficult because, in the first days, I also minimized the amount of videos I watched. It was hard. It was around day 6 when I felt my mind start to feel better. I felt less urge to scroll. And the more time I spent away from my phone, the more I was able to exercise and meditate, and that helped me stay away from my phone. It was a good cycle. I also did some journaling when I was feeling a lot of emotions, because this helps to process them. Journaling is a way to get detached from your feelings. It's like a friend you can trust that won't judge you. It is a tool that helps you free yourself from bad thoughts and feelings. And also it can help you to know yourself more, which might assist you in adjusting your life goals. Another thing that helped was focusing on reading and working. Making my mind be more and more on the present moment helped a lot. A month later, I was feeling very detached from social media. My focus was on the world around me, and it was a feeling of relaxed presence. When I was at home, I had a lot of things to do. This helped even more to keep my mind on the present moment. I started to feel a sense of peace and presence like never before. My concentration was better, and I had more time for my house, my health, and my well-being. I was able to try new recipes, which I was hoping to do for a very long time, but was never able to. The feeling of pleasure increased, and I was able to allow myself to just do absolutely nothing sometimes. Do you have any idea of how freeing that is? My mind is no longer trying to process that amount of information. Other people's ideas and beliefs are no longer infiltrating my mind negatively, because now I can choose when I want to be in contact with other people's minds. And also, my mind and my emotional body have more space to discern what is good or not for me to absorb. I'm no longer being dragged by the infinite pools. And so I have more time to spend on things that really make me feel fulfilled. Infinite pools is a term used on the book Make Time by Jake Knapp and John Zaratsky. It means the places where the scrolling never ends, like social media and streamings. Scrolling makes you feel addicted, as if you are on a casino machine, and it fuels the brain with useless informations. Now we get to the juicy part. Since my mind was not filled with other people's ideas, it had more space and focus to manifest what I wanted. I started to manifest very quickly. I sold an air conditioner that was stuck for years in less than 3 hours. I found someone to donate things that I didn't want anymore. The same day, I decided to donate them. I attracted someone that was passing by to help me with my car batteries, instead of needing to call for professional help. I found beautiful Christmas tableware that I have been looking for years. Amazing and unexpected manifestations started to happen because I was loving myself more, because my mind was free from outside input, and because I was more aligned with myself in the present moment. And it's only in the present moment that manifestations can happen. I started to surrender more to the universe because I was more aware of my feelings and my own energy. And then things started to fit like a puzzle, requiring very little to no effort on my part. By not trying to control things and living more in the now, I allowed the universe to do its thing, and it was magic. See you soon. Much love, light, and truth.